Hey, it's Becca from the Good Housekeeping food team.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm the Senior Testing Editor in the Good Housekeeping Kitchen Appliance Lab.
And today, Nicole and I are going to be watching some food-related TikToks and reacting to them and then testing them to see if they're actually legit.
So I do spend a lot of time on TikTok, and I've deleted it from my phone many times because I watch it too often.
I have seen the man who tells you to go to sleep many a time. You know, when you're scrolling and you're scrolling. Anytime I get him, I have to delete the app because I know I won't put it down.
That makes me feel
better. Oh yeah, we're on the same page, my friend. Okay, so that gets twisted off. And then you bang the bottom of the pineapple to do what?
Maybe it's loosening things up?
I'm absolutely baffled.
I also think this needs to be a really ripe pineapple because it's not just going to work with something that's hard. That reminds me of how you roll a lemon to kind of get the inside nice and juicy to make it easier to squeeze. So maybe it's a similar concept.
And if I can get my hands on a ripe pineapple, I would definitely give it a try.
Well, I'm glad you offered because this is very hacky for me.
Sure.
This looks like there's going to be juice everywhere and like a big mess.
All right, so we're gonna give this pineapple hack a try. So the first thing that the person did was they took the top off, which feels notoriously difficult for me. I believe I mentioned that in watching the video. So the first funny thing I might do is trying to take off this top. That was easier than I thought. If that's any indication for how this hack is gonna go, I am pleased. I tried to get a really ripe pineapple. It's hard to get one in the middle of New York City in September, but a good way to tell is by its smell. This one smells like pineapple on the outside, so it's ripe enough to eat. I'm not sure it's ripe enough for the hack. And then you want a yellow one. This was the yellowest of the bunch. So the next thing they do is bang the pineapple on the counter. I should have let my neighbors know he's doing this. All right, here we go. I don't know how long to go either. I think that's enough. And then you roll it. I am curious to know if other people do it this way. I find cutting a pineapple to be a difficult activity. Because it's so difficult, I don't buy a pineapple very frequently. Fun fact, a pineapple is made from individual berries called fruitlets, which is why you can just pull these out on their own in theory. So it should work. I think I've rolled it enough. I can feel that it's a little bit softer. I'm gonna give it a try. The problem with this, the problem with this is that I don't have much of a grip on any of them. I'm not feeling like my fingers are strong enough to do this. Although it does feel softer. I wonder if it changes. You can see my thumbs going into the pineapple right there. I wonder if it changes the makeup of the inside of the pineapple. We might have hit jackpot, my friends. I mean, is that just me poking a hole in my pineapple? I don't know. My pineapple has a hole in it right here. You don't get enough traction, I don't believe, on the little spikies that come out of your pineapple to make this work. If a pineapple grew with handles on it, maybe I could see it being a thing. Even as I said, I think a pineapple is difficult to cut, and I'm not sure it's completely worth it. I'd love pineapple being cut for me. I wouldn't use this hack. I would love to know if other people do. Let me know in the comments, as you would, of course. I was unsuccessful, and now I have a pineapple to cut, which is a treat. But I don't think this works.
Go to the fridge, dried up lemons, no more. Take one lemon and one skewer. Roll. Pierce. Squirt. No more dryness because air can't get in. And when you're finished, pop it in the fridge. And when it's empty, it's gin and tonic time, my friends. Cheers.
I kind of love this.
I think I've heard about this before. I think you need a really, really soft lemon.
True. So one that doesn't have that thick skin and the big rind, basically.
I also wonder, because we wax our lemons in the US, and I don't know if they do that in the UK. She sounds like she's from the UK. So I wonder if maybe we need a super fancy lemon to try it.
Right, like maybe a Meyer lemon, like something with a really thin skin.
Yeah.
That's not waxed. I usually wash them in warm water before I cut them. One, so I don't have to cut my knife through like the outside and like the bacteria, but also I try to get off some wax. I don't like how it feels. And I feel like this would work. You're basically popping a hole into a lemon, something that's juicy, and the juice is going to come out. And in terms of the storage and preservation, it's true, there's not going to be a lot of air touching the surface of the lemon. Sometimes, like, not sometimes, always, when you cut a lemon in half and don't put it in a bag or a container, it's definitely going to get dry. So I can definitely see how this makes it and helps it last longer. What I really love is that she's using the juiced lemon for drinks. Like, she's getting the rind in there, so all those nice lemon oils, but also it's not going to be too juicy, so it's just going to be a taste of lemon in your drink,
Yeah.
which is probably what you want anyway. Yeah, I'll give this a try. This looks good. This looks fun.
So we're gonna try juicing the lemon the way they do in that TikTok hack. Right here, I just have 2 lemons. They're pretty ripe. You can see they have a lot of give to them, so that's a good thing. That means hopefully there'll be more juice coming out of them. What I'm gonna do first is roll the lemon. And I always do this even when I'm not doing a regular hack. And the whole idea of this is that it's getting all the little fibers in there, loosening them up, and hopefully they'll be juicier when we juice it. So I have the pointy end of the skewer into the lemon. This feels a little dangerous, so just be a little careful. The skewer is really sharp, so you want to just make sure not to do it too fast and to be very cautious of it. Now, remove the skewer. I have a little hole, and let's see if it works. Okay, it's working a little. It feels like it's gonna pop though. I don't know if it's actually doing its job. Oh, that's funny. I guess overall this would work if you're looking for a way to save the rest of your lemon. No seeds are coming out, which is really good. So maybe this is a way to juice your lemons. So let's cut into this lemon to see what else is left. A little squishy. Oh man, that's a ton of juice left over. And now, if we want to use it, you can see there's a ton more coming out. So sure, if you want to try the TikTok hack and juice it that way and keep it for a long time, you definitely can. Before you think you're done, make sure you cut it open and use the rest, because that seems like a lot of waste.
This is the worst idea ever.
For COVID, it's a contemporary video. He's wearing a mask. What's wrong with just like regular water? Why does it need like that super power washer?
I think they're trying to get some laughs, but also from a food perspective, they're really, first of all, the water doesn't even look like it's hitting the fruit and veggies. Second of all, if it is, they're highly bruising it, so they're not going to store well, and also things are going to be mushy. There's also the food safety aspect of it, where one, it's not really cleaning to surfaces, and two, even if your food has coronavirus, the way our bodies process the virus is that it gets killed. Like, it goes through your stomach acids and things like that. So that's part of the reason why going out to eat was always, or getting delivery was never a concern, because our bodies kill the virus that way. I was doing a lot of research when this all came out, mostly so I can order safely and not have to cook all the time. And with this, water from your sink works just fine because it's doing the same thing. This is just water at a higher force and a higher pressure, and there's no cleaning agents in it. It's still just water that you would get from your sink.
You cut the edge off the cucumber like this, and then you start like rubbing it together in circular motions, you can already see that white stuff coming out. So I don't know if you've ever had a cucumber that's a little bit bitter, like it just doesn't taste fresh. That's because you have to milk your cucumbers. So I am a master milker now.
Oh my God.
Look at all that bitterness coming out. So this cucumber is gonna taste so fresh now.
That looks disgusting.
Isn't that gross? It looks
Yes.
like cheese.
I don't like this one at all.
It also seems made up. Like, why would that be taking away bitterness, and how would it be taking away bitterness?
I mean, it seems like it's a regional thing. So I'm curious to know if anybody has seen this before. Let us know in the comments down below.
Maybe you could be the one to test this one, because honestly, this just grosses me out. And
I can test it. I can test it if you want me to. I'm curious to see.
When I cut my cucumbers, I usually just cut the tip off anyway, because that usually what tends to be bitter, and also the skin. So
Right.
a really good cucumber, you can eat the skin and it tastes delicious, but sometimes there's bitterness there, so you can just remove it completely, or every other strip. That's another way that people do for salads.
Does it remove bitterness from the whole cucumber just on that one end? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what she's insinuating, but I don't know how that works. Maybe we can look into like what is coming out, and maybe it's a compound that we don't know about.
I'll do some research.
Awesome. Sorry I can't be there to help you try.
So I'm gonna try the hack about milking cucumbers. It's very intriguing. I did a little bit of research beforehand, and it says that by rubbing the end of the cucumber, you're releasing this enzyme or compound, I don't do science, which is inside a lot of cucumbers. It depends on the variety. And that compound is what makes cucumbers bitter. I mean, we may as well give it a try. The compound tends to be on the ends of the cucumbers. So that's why when we do this hack, we're rubbing the ends of the cucumbers. I'm not sure the difference between cutting off the ends of the cucumbers and composting them, or rubbing the cucumber together is gonna make it, like, I don't know how that'll make a difference, because most people don't tend to eat the ends of cucumbers, but we'll give it a try. So I have a cucumber. It was the only one I could find. So we cut off a little bit of the cuke. I'm supposed to rub the ends of the cucumber together, and it's gonna make a like kind of foamy liquid that will taste bitter, because that's where the enzyme goes. So off we go. Really what I'm getting is like cucumber juice on my counter. I mean, it's slimy. Oh, it's slimy. But I mean, I don't think that it's gonna taste any different. I do understand that cucumbers are bitter. I get that. Just eat the cucumber. Even if it was like a little bit more bitter from your garden, for example, eat the cucumber. Take off the skin. It's much easier to peel a cucumber than do that ridiculous thing that I was doing.
Be sure to subscribe to Good Housekeeping on YouTube.